But you still see a lot of people who look to the West as a beacon of the kind of society that they want to live in, despite their race, despite their ancestry, and that's why they come here.
But
And
why
I
don't
think
they
that's
build
important. It's
that
important.
society in their own countries then? I mean, they can borrow our ideas. We're not going to complain.
Resources and economics is probably a bigger factor
I
than,
actually
than
think it's
others.
because
And
the average
environment,
IQ in their country is so
like
low that
living.
they're incapable of sustaining such a
Okay,
civilization.
but I think living in the environment that is sub-Saharan Africa probably plays a massive role as well.
Yeah, I mean, that's selected for a low IQ, which has caused them to be incapable of building such things as wheels and double-story buildings, which,
Sure.
I mean, the idea that they are compatible with the technology but is Western civilization is kind of ludicrous once you think about it. It's kind of strange because every single thing about humans, for example, everything in the way that we look, even in the way that we smell, even in the way that my voice sounds, is genetically determined, but you don't wish to believe that my behavior or my abilities might also be somewhat genetically restricted. I know it's difficult to accept because we believe that we choose our own lives and we determine our own behavior and we make decisions and we're entirely responsible for everything we do and etc. You know, we have this idea, but that does not appear to be the reality of the situation. The culture is like the scent of a flower. You know, it's like it comes from what is innately there genetically already. For example, me and my fiance, our ancestors both come from the same part of Ireland. We both value the ancient architecture there. If you import a load of Somalis, they're not going to value it because it wasn't built by their ancestors. So we're going to have conflicting interests. And the other problem that's happening is eventually, if we continue what we're doing, an Irish professor has predicted that for a start, Ireland will be, there will be fewer Irish people in Ireland than non-Irish by 2050, okay? So that just shows you how quickly they'll be wiped out by, so you really expect Western civilization to survive that. European countries will be non-European. We won't exist.
Yeah.
Okay, this is something that is happening across the West, in literally every single Western-derived nation on the planet. If I felt that I didn't want to be part of the social experiment, I can't opt out. I don't have the ability to opt out. So here I am. We have received a world in which we are being replaced. But there does come, I personally believe there does come a point at which if you are trying to replace an entire race of people, there does come a point where it is the moral imperative of those people to say, hey, we have rights, we have the right to an existence, and we have right to a space of our own, a space where we can be safe and where we can be us. We're growing very fast. Things are changing very rapidly because people are starting to, the more racially diverse the country becomes, the more people are realizing their whiteness. They're realizing that they have something shared with other people that they didn't realize before.